Recording. It's Monday evening. We're looking at assignment 43, and I'm recording this in the hopes that other people will look at it. Now, let me briefly tell you guys that checking. I was Catherine. I believe it was Catherine Gooding who told me that all the videos that I've been putting on YouTube as not to show the public were publicly on my G Plus account. Google has switched my account to my Don Giannetti at G Plus account, so everything I did on Google was coming out on my public timeline. And I thought, oh my God, all these people have seen these videos and I'll have to go up there. No, the videos have extremely low watching things. So what that means is people who are missing these evenings with us are not going back and checking out the videos. Um, that's disappointing because I think we do a crashing good job with coming up with lots of stuff besides just the critiques. But we'll keep on doing that. I am changing up the website a little bit. By the time we get to February, the critique, the images, and the assignment will all be on one page. So what we'll do is we'll create the assignment. Then when you upload the images, I'll put those on the assignment page. And then when the critique is done, I'll put it on the assignment page. So each assignment will be totally self-contained. I think going forward, that's going to make a whole lot more sense for folks, and be a lot easier for everybody to be able to find things and see what's going on instead of splitting them up into two pages each. So as we get going, that's what we're going to do. So okay, so here we are. Let's get going here on the critique. And we've got Paula Puffer's picture here. Paula, this is your new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Paula, is that cannabis? Are you moving to Colorado now and starting a new business?
No, that's a tomato.
By the way, did you all hear how much pot they sold in Colorado the first 5 days?
Wasn't
Six
it like,
and $6.5 million worth of pot sold in the
wow.
first 5 days. Now, Colorado taxes that at 25%. Colorado just made what, close to $1.5 million. You watch pot become legal in every state in the country. There'll be no hold it back now. People who were against it will be going, well, we've had a second thought. We can get our hands on that tax money. Man, there's got to be a lot of high people in Colorado. Rocky Mountain High's got taken on a whole new meeting, huh? So those are tomato plants.
Mm-hmm.
So nice little styling here with your crumbs and everything over it, right in here. So planting new tomato plants. A very interesting approach to the lighting here, Paula. What'd you do with the light? Um, or maybe it's the processing. It's very open and airy. Right at the top of the exposure. I like that.
It's actually straight up. It was an overcast day.
Mm-hmm.
That's my back porch. And I put the behind the scenes uh up on the Flickr account,
Okay,
but um that's just light from the clouds.
but we have
So
detail in the railings, and we have detail on the black side of the pot here. It's
that's
almost
all natural.
it's almost as if you shot this with some sort of hipster camera that can capture amazing amounts of
Well, yes, I might have used a hipster camera now that you mention it.
yeah, some sort of hipsterized thing. Um, yeah, that's a nice shot, Paul. That's and this is a little right within your style too. I mean, I look at this picture and going back to the turtle shots that you did, the sea turtle shots, and there's a that the way you're treating the light is is the same, the natural light. Very nicely done. Good shot.
Thank you.
Good editorial. I like the. Did you move this pot down here?
Yeah,
Okay, because
I played with that pot for a while.
this this is nice because we go off the bench and we get wonderful foliage down here. Very nice.
Thank you.
So what does it signify? Should be eating more tomatoes?
Um, new growth for the new year.
Ah, excellent.
I mean, this is the time you start potting your tomatoes in Houston because June will kill them.
Well,
So,
this is the time when people always look at things that really aren't things and make decisions based on it. So the new year came. In reality, it's just another day. The Earth goes around the sun 365 times, or spins around 365 times a year, right? So we start the new year and
right.
everybody gets into like, we're going to do something new. I just posted this on Facebook, but I wanted to share it with you guys. There's a young man asked a question a couple years ago. How come there's no candles for men? All scented candles seem to be for women. There's nothing for men. So he decided to create candles for men. He's got bacon, he's got football, he's got these candles. The way his business runs is he buys soup from uh, wholesalers, takes the cans of soup, donates the soup to a local food bank. So they're feeding hungry people with the soup, and he makes the candles in the cans. So they have this kind of rustic thing. To date, he's sold over 600,000 um, candles at a price of $10 a piece. Now that's an interesting business model. Wouldn't you all agree?
Wow.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. He's 13 years old.
Oh God.
I was going to say I saw something similar on Shark Tank, right, where there was someone making candles for men.
Yeah. It probably was this young man. He's been written up. This is Erica Napolitano was writing over at Open Forum, which is the American Express card small business website, which I recommend to all of you. It's a fantastic website. But 13 years old, came up with that business model. So 600,000 cans at $10 a can is what, $6 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too often you meet a kid who just learned to drive who's also like a millionaire. That's very from his own business. Anyway, nice shot, Paula. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Don't you hate it when 13-year-old kids make us all feel stupid? Like, oh, we could have done that. I could have come up with a candle. Let me check my bag. I've got an excuse here somewhere. Hope for a good year of fishing. Who's fishing shot? Okay. I'll have to click on it, put it away here, and go down and put my mouse over it. Oh, it just says hope for fish. Nobody's fishing shot? Okay. Well,
Could it be Tucker's?
kind of looks like a Tucker shot, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's and Tucker has a habit of not putting his name on photographs. So if we take two of the three things, it looks like Tucker, and there's no name on it. It's probably Tucker's. Um,
Yeah, I think it's Tucker. He posted a behind the scenes
okay, good.
composite shot of what he did earlier.
And it's also a guy by the water on the sand, and he's not freezing his butt off. So that means Florida. So we've narrowed it down. We're like sleuths here. Tucker, great shot. Cool shot. This is a great background. You nailed this. This is Tucker's style. He's one of many of you who are now looking at the fact that you are starting to establish a style. This is Tucker's style. Well done. This wide angle lens approach is kind of fun. I'm not sure I would recommend cutting off the feet. I'd like to see what he's wearing down there just to complete it. I have a sort of a rule of thumb. Y'all know that I don't believe in rules. I don't believe in rules in photography at all. But I have a rule of thumb. Rule of thumb is if you show the knee, go all the way down. There's no place between the knee and the foot that you can cut it off and make it look good. Now there are times when that's the only cropping, or there's a reason for that cropping, etc. On and on and on. But on this shot, and I'm sure Tucker has the feet in it, but on a shot like this, I would say either crop it there or crop it. Oh, I can't go down. I can't go down. Marion, call Shayla. I have to relay a message. I've got a daughter who's getting married, and the entire world is coming to a halt for this wedding, which isn't till October. So I have to hire a wedding photographer now. That'll be fun. Anyway, Tucker. Yes. Wait till you see the Craigslist ad I've been working on for a couple of days. The photographer has to have a Hasselblad, and he has to have 4 lenses. I've even designated where the lenses serial numbers must fall. How many shutter actuations the body has. He's got to have a second body. It goes on and on and on. And at the end of the thing, it says, we are willing to negotiate as high as $600 with all images on CD. So
That's funny.
I'm hoping to make Petapixel. You know what I'm saying? Tucker, great shot, my friend. I'd love to see what else you did with this guy. I'm going to run over to Flickr here and see your behind the scenes shot. I'd love to see what else you did with this guy. Not only did you compose it well, you lit it well, but you also, this guy's great. This guy is fantastic. Great job with the casting here. And he's got a casting reel, so no pun intended, but great job with the casting on this guy. He did a great job for you. Excellent. Adi.
Tom, I've just sent you the link for the behind the scenes shoot.
Oh, you did? Hold on. Let me jump down there. Let's see. Oh, Peter's here and Russell's here. Russell, I think I'm going to be able to unmute you. I was. First time ever I've unmuted Russell the first time. Let's see here.
Because I've been lurking.
Is it the Instagram link?
Yes, Tom, it is.
Okay. Oh, I see how he did it. Look at that. Boy, he had me hook, line, and sinker. Again, no pun intended. But wow, good job, Tucker. I did not see this as a composite at all. Nicely done. Wow. That's cool. That's
yeah, he nailed it.
He sure did.
Looks
Tucker,
exactly like the house.
You did. And I think what sold it for me was the speculars on the water indicating the sun is right over here, and just nailing that specular on him, that bright light. That's just fantastic. Wow. You had me. Adi is not here yet, so I'm going to skip by. He may be late, so I'm going to skip by Adi's shot number 1. And I think he had a shot number 2 in here as well. Let's see. Whose is this? All right. Let's see. This one is... Can't get my mouse over it. Oh, Bob Nill. And Bob is out as well. He is skiing in Steamboat. And we're not. He's skiing in Steamboat, and we are not. That's the thing we always have to keep in mind.
So, yeah, so we should keep that in mind and find something, no matter how minute, to say bad about it.
This is
because we're jealous.
Yeah, he's skiing in Steamboat. Boy, this shot sucks. We'll show him. Who's showing up here? Somebody's coming on. Oh, looks like Peter. Peter was off, and now he's back on again. So I just took care of that. Good shot, Bob. I really love the black leather. I'm not crazy about the white cloth because I think it pulls our eye from the watch. I think the watch on the black leather is the shot. If we take this image and we scroll all the way up to the top, so it's just watch and black leather, it's really a nicely done shot, especially with getting all this great chrome to light up here, surrounded by this black leather. Looks very good. I'm not crazy about this big patch of white up there. So we will nice catching all the detail in the leather. That works out very good. The watch looks well lit. We don't have any glare. We've got plenty of chrome around there, plus plenty of defining little dark areas, because without those, then we don't get the shape. We don't get rid of every bit of reflection, dark reflection. We just control where we do get rid of it, which makes sense. Then he sent this one too, and this is a shot kind of reminiscent of a shot he had seen somewhere else. I think it's really cool. I think it's a very cool shot. Not really sure how he did it.
It looks almost like a screen grab from a movie, like
the
mood lighting.
You know what? And I think he mentioned that it was from a movie. So let me catch it up here.
Oh, I was just talking about like the style of it, like nothing technical.
It's
Oh, that was the original thing he saw. I'm with you now. Sorry.
It's an imitation of a Dave Del Nia photo. And he says, what a sense of hope looks like. He says, there's always light in the darkness, and sometimes you have to look around to see it. Very cool. This, Bob, this is I think this is an exceptional photograph, and I think it's something that you should really look at doing a. Peter, hit your mute. Really look at doing a series on. This would be a fantastic series of 6 or 8 shots of people, different ages, different ethnicities, different everything, with this very cool backlight. There's just enough detail in his face to get it. We know what's going on. I think this is very cool. That's a real keeper there, Bob. That's a real keeper. That's a cool shot.
Yeah, I'd definitely be interested in knowing how it was done to get just enough detail to where the shadows don't go to black.
Yeah, there's Yeah, and Bob does a lot right in the camera. Well, he's not Mr. Photoshop guy. He works the shot in the camera as much as he can. So he's got the right amount of fill going on over here to create this shot. And what's really nice is that he let it go dark here, but he kept that background bright enough that it delineated the face. That's really important. And then this back kind of grid spot thing coming through, catching the shoulder all the way down and all the way around the curve of his chin. This shot would be less successful if this part of his chin wasn't lit up. There's a completeness to the shot, having it wrapped all the way down here. It's also that little subtle, fun play of light that works. that's a solid shot, Bob. That's really well done.
Here's what he said on the Flickr
Yes.
page. The first one was lit with a softbox behind me, obviously, with most of it covered with a big black card since I don't have a strip light. The fill was from a 60-inch Octabox directly behind the camera turned down just so it was enough to show a bit of detail.
Good for him. You know what? I should have caught that too. Anybody see what gives that away?
Catch
Little
light?
catch light in the eye.
Yeah.
It's in his eyes
Is it his eye as well? Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But right there on the tip of the nose, he's got that specular, the nose specular. Yeah. So that's a fantastic way to shoot, by the way, is using that very large, like a parabolic, like a 72-inch parabolic or a 60-inch satin umbrella or something, using that as your ambient fill. So you bring everything in the shadows. That's what he's done here. He's brought his shadows up so that he's controlled it. He's not bouncing cards or anything. He's actually controlling it with the light. Really well done. Thanks, Paula, for that. And we've got beautiful clouds here. Whose is this?
Yeah, it's mine, Brett. Reynoso.
Hey, Brett. Okay.
I actually put two pictures in there. I wasn't sure which one because I kind of like them both. This one and the next one. I'm not sure about the blown out sky on that one.
No, I don't. Blown out skies do not bother me at all.
Okay. It's the sunlight through the tree that I like on this one.
Well, there's there's more of a sense of hope in this one than the previous one.
That's what I thought. But my wife said she liked the other one, so I put them both in to just kind of get some critiques on both.
I'm glad you did. I really like this shot here, Brett. Going over. I can see where if we put a title hope. We're going over the hill to see what's on the other side towards the setting sun. No
Right.
problem with that. Nicely. Where was this?
That's actually at the Santa Rosa Plateau, out by my house. It's in Marietta. It's an ecological preserve. I don't know how many hundreds of acres, but it's a really beautiful place.
Okay, this is in Georgia.
California.
Oh, okay.
California.
Wow.
I actually took this. I took this earlier last year. This is not what it looks like right now.
So
I hope that wasn't cheating.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. What were you going to say?
It is full for a lot of assignments.
Russell, you broke up for a second. Say it again.
Oh, now I'm really called out. I said if it is cheating, then I'm called out for a lot of assignments.
Okay, I feel better.
Now, aren't you?
Well,
aren't you-
because it's like you have your little stockpile of like I saw something awesome,
Right.
and you spoil it away in case somebody ever asks for something. And so a lot of the assignments that Don's posted, I've been like, oh, I've already got something I love, and I'm gonna either edit to adapt or whatever.
Well, and that's okay occasionally to do that, especially when we are giving assignments out and we bump up against weather and things we cannot control.
That's the only time I've brought those out.
Yeah. But
Right.
always, please always try to do something in the time frame because that's how we get the assignments as well. This is a lovely shot, Brett. But this is that kind of hope shot because we're looking into the sun. We got the shadow coming forward. I like this. Blown out skies do not bother me. As a matter of fact, I get kind of tired of seeing the manipulated sky. When they use the graduated filter, even though I'm guilty of that as well. I think there's a time and place for it. There's also a time and place for this overwhelming. This is what it would look like if we were standing there, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we're looking into a bit of a hazy day, and we're going to get that kind of backlight. That's very, very nice. Good catch on this. How did
I
you?
love how the trees are
I lightened up the
creeping.
shadow. That was, and I played around with the detail and so forth. But
Did you
um,
did you know this shot was here, or was this when you were out like wandering and saw it starting to happen? And
I took a walk late one day, just intending to, because I know the place is a great place for doing pictures like this, and so I was just, it actually happened right at the beginning, which was funny because I was out there probably hour and a half, and this happened I think within the first 10 minutes, and then everything else that I shot afterwards I thought was bad, but I planned the time of day for it. I wasn't specifically looking for a hope, but obviously because it was earlier last year, but I was looking for just some cool sort of sunset or close to sunset style pictures, and that one, I was looking around, panning my head, that one popped in, and I walked over, got it into the trees, and I saw it, and I said, oh, I gotta get that picture somehow, make it look cool.
did you get any shots with lots of flare?
I did take a bunch. I'd have to look back and see at my collection to see if I got any that had more flare, or where the sun maybe was outside the bush or something like that. I did play around with a lot of different variations.
Yeah, take a look and see if you've got one with flare. Not that it would be better than this at all, because I like your real subtle flare that's coming behind the tree. Look, the tree looks like it's actually filling in the hills back there, doesn't it?
Okay.
I don't think it is, but that's neat because
How that shadow gives the detail in the grass.
yeah. Well, that's what's fun about the shot. We pick up all this detail up here. Then we get this, everything kind of gets mixed together. Then we pick up that tree with the sun. So our eye dances between the two very well.
But it's the tree that's giving you the detail too, which is that's the play I like.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. What's this over here? Is this a building up on the?
Those are houses. I try to kind of let those go blurry so they wouldn't distract, but they're actually homes.
Is that your house up there?
Oh, and mine's the one that's twice the size.
Oh,
to the left of it.
Yeah. Party at Brett's. Very nice. Beautiful shot. Oh. Who shot?
That's mine.
Say it again. Oh, Dennis.
It's mine. Yeah.
Dennis. All right.
Apple donut.
Dennis, no matter how you try, you're not going to make those donuts more healthy. Okay.
I didn't eat them.
Oh. Now you've got big, gorgeous, beautiful light on the sides of this thing.
Yeah, it's overhead that 48-inch octa, and then 2 white fill cards, as close as I could get them and keep them out of the shot to left and right.
A little bit of a spray going on back there.
Yeah, that's mostly Photoshop, but it's there too.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I think I would like it even better if you left out the knife and fork and cropped it in just like that. Take
right to the plate, or
right into the plate, maybe 1/8 of an inch. I don't think we need the silverware. They don't show well, right? Had you lined them up, like laying them flat here so we could see the knife and fork really well, but we're just kind of seeing the butt end of the knife. But the plate with the goodies on it looks great. I would try that. Come right into that plate right there, straight up, maybe 1.5 or 2 above the thing to give it some height, and come right down and come into that plate on this side the same amount you came into the other side. Play it down. Yep. Great light. Go ahead.
That's an easier fix than trying to move the fork over to the right.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
No.
I do like this angle though. This happens to be finger food, so the knife and fork feel out of place. But I think a different dish, I would like a knife and fork the way they are now. Like I keep looking at them and like
Yeah,
I like them.
I
Not
don't.
for the shot, but I like.
I don't think they kill the shot. I don't think they like go, oh, they're just total ruin of the shot. Not at all. It's their work, and that the whole idea of this being a meal, the knife and fork you're going to use on this meal. But the
Oh, yeah.
the graphics of the shot are the strongest right in here. I wish I had some sort of tool I could crop on screen. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
And just have everybody hold their hands up. Put your thumbs
You
together.
There you go. I was just going to say the tool that I read on Facebook. If you had, there it is. I was actually thinking a little narrower than that.
You could go narrower, but this would be my yeah, you could always go narrower. That's not a problem. I just think that having it just nip the edges of the plate here gives it a little more breathing room around it and doesn't let it look like a tall vertical shot. In fact, it's more square than anything else. So cool.
Yeah, I think that was part of the thinking of having the silverware there, is that it made it more of a landscape shot.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't really need it.
And I do love your angle coming straight across at it. Makes it feel important. It's majestic. Hell, we can't even see the top of the donut. It's so high.
Yeah, it did stack up pretty good.
Yep. And you didn't eat it.
No, my son ate the donuts.
Oh.
He can handle it. I ate the apple.
Oh. Yeah.
That keeps happening to me. My kids have I keep passing on the good food because I'm like, oh, but that's for the kids.
No. So who we got
I
here?
love
Oh, Jirish.
Hi, Don.
Hey, Jirish. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, I guess so. Is this your new assistant?
No, I got quite a few of them right now. I was doing an event with a few friends, and I actually might do a personal project on just covering belly dances of Cincinnati.
Oh, what a great idea.
So this was one of them in that event I met, and then she wanted a portfolio done. So I kind of got her to do a dance, and basically we actually had music and dance, and we would hold on poses as we stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And this is supposed to be expressing hope and reaching out to the future kind of theme. So whatever was her theme, and I was just trying to get some interesting angles to shoot.
Absolutely. Are you on a ladder here?
Yes, I'm on a high step ladder.
And is she sitting on the ground? It looks to me like she's sitting on something and her leg is going all the way down to the ground then. Is that what's going on?
No, she's actually sitting on the ground. I flipped the picture 90 degrees, right? So actually I'm behind her when I shot this picture. And then I flipped it.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it kind of
got it.
Like she's
so you shot from over here.
Something. Yes, I shot from somewhere there, correct.
Okay. Great light. What are you doing for light here?
So I'm playing around with my two new Einsteins and my two soft boxes, which are 7 feet by 3 feet strip boxes. So it's pretty much a lot of light, but I got two of them on two sides. The one in this particular picture on her left, right, is a little less than the one on her side where the hand is coming up. So there I have it. I think it was a 2:1 ratio. I'm trying to figure out what it was, but I was messing around with that, and that's really what it is. It's just two Einsteins with large soft boxes.
And there's your split lighting.
Yes.
You're gonna love those.
This is a good shot. Let me give you a couple of pointers on posing, okay?
Okay.
Never let your model lock her elbow.
Got it. Okay.
Because they do that hyperextended elbow. They lock it in because what happens is it creates a very straight shot right to the ground here, and we want to see this little bend. So as soon as they lock their elbows, you just tell them to let it release it a little bit so that this arm comes out to here and goes down. What happens when they lock the elbow is this muscle up at the top of their shoulder uh, practically doubles. I'm sure it doesn't, but it sure seems like it does. And this whole upper arm becomes huge on the girl because she's locked that elbow in a hyperextended fashion. That's what she's doing here, and that's creating this largish mass here, which isn't attractive. Beautiful hands. She's really very expressive with her hands, and she's a lovely girl. Beautiful girl. Great lighting on this, Jerish. I love the fact that they're just flooding this with light, just flooding it, and yet you're sculpting with it at the same time. And that's
Yeah, those soft boxes have been a lot of fun.
yeah, they can be. They can be. Where do you take them apart and try to take them on location?
Well, actually, I finally managed to figure out a way. I might make a YouTube on how to do these 7 feet by 2.5 feet. I think I don't know. It's 72 inches by something, right? I've actually managed to figure out how to take them and put them back pretty easily.
Oh, that's cool. What brand
I
are
actually
they?
got they're, I think they're Photo Deox. I got on Amazon. They're the cheapest ones around.
Yeah, those are 85 inches tall.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, they're like way bigger than me. So.
Yes, I have 2 of them. And as a matter of fact, if you look at the cover of my second book, God, that sounds so cool to say. But when you look at the cover of my I should step back. You know, the cover of my second book, you'll see the model standing between them, and she looks like a toy. And that's what those are.
John,
Those
you
two.
need to go teach a stroke while you say second book.
That's right. That's right. I should have a pipe and a corduroy jacket with those things on the elbows.
Yeah, pipe. Yeah, that would be much better.
Nah, I know. But yeah, those are great. Those are. Did you have grids for them as well, Josh?
No, I couldn't find grids for them, right? I mean, so I thought I'll make some, but
I bought
I could
mine.
not find grids.
I bought mine 2 years ago. They came with grids. Now you can't. Now you have to buy the grids separate. The grids
Okay.
are cool.
Yeah, they're not. I did also get along with that. I did get myself a 70-inch octagon, which once I put it in, I can't take it apart. So it pretty much takes the big place of my house, which I was using as a studio, and it can't get out of the house anyway.
Yeah, I have the 72-inch.
That's part of it.
I have that 72-inch Photo Diox Octabox. It's one of my very favorite lights, but I'll tell you, when you mount it on the end of a Pro Photo on a stand, you have to use a very powerful stand because it bent one of my stands. Even though it's not a very heavy thing, but when it's on the end of a Pro Photo, which is already a long light, so you've got this leverage out about 8 or 10 inches before the thing gets on it. Oh my God. I don't even know if I could put it on a boom. I'd have to use a real big cinema boom to put it on there. It's so heavy. So.
Yeah, my Einstein barely manages to hold it in place, right?
Mhm.
And there is no moving it once you put it there, unless you take it out and re-put it. So.
Yep. Yeah, when I go on location with it, that's one of my Julie Clegg was asking, how do you know when you need an assistant? For me, it's easy. When I'm taking that light, that's when I need an assistant.
So I take it you have managed to unassemble it and assemble that thing.
Yes. Yeah, a couple of times. It never gets any easier.
Okay, I just don't know where to start.
Don't they have little Velcro
Yes.
straps on the bottom where you unstrap it and then you can slide the one of the little poles
Yeah,
through?
there's 4 of them are on Velcro. On mine, 4 of them on Velcro. That's where you start, Jerish. You got to start with those Velcros.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't even notice there were Velcros there. Okay.
Otherwise,
right-
you're trying to strong arm it, and you're like risking a big slice in your forearm, which
Yeah.
ask me how I know.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the front of your box of that thing, and 4 of those rods will come out, and there'll be a little Velcro flap on them.
Oh, okay. I didn't
That
realize
flap,
it.
that's how you're supposed to put it together too. So you didn't use those to put it together? Oh my
No,
God. You wrestled
I
that
had
thing together without it?
Yes, I ended up having an extra breakfast and a lunch, and then I said I'm working on it today, and I did it.
God. You'll be
Oh my!
you
What do you bench?
when
Nothing.
you see those little
I haven't
straps
seen
there,
it yet.
when you see the straps, Jerish, you're gonna go, oh crap. All right, well, good luck with
You
that.
really are. I had the same experience with my strip lights that I've got. I spent like 2 hours wrestling with those suckers, and then I flipped it around and my hand pulled one of them loose accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
And are you kidding?
Yep.
Yeah, I did
I've
manage
been
to
doing
bend.
2 hours.
Yeah, I did manage to bend the Einstein adapter that's there. It's like foil. That thing all bent and came out and everything else, but
Yeah.
I've straightened it. I put it all back together, and it works right now.
Yeah. It'll, believe me, you'll be able to take it apart and put it back together easily. I mean, but it's still, it takes 20-25 minutes for me to put it together by myself. I mean, it's just, and you got to have a big room on the floor.
It all has.
That being said, it's a fantastic light. Nice shot, Jerish.
Oh, I love it. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
The gripe I've got that I think everybody's got, why do no light modifiers come with any directions whatsoever?
Thank you, Bob.
All right. I think that's an opportunity.
Yeah.
That's an opportunity to say, hey, I'm a pro photographer.
Right, I know how this goes together. No, you don't.
There's got to be some YouTube
Well, I know.
videos, guys. Gotta
There
be
are
some
YouTube videos, but they still don't really do the job.
No, I couldn't
They're
find
done
anything
by the
for the.
people who actually made the modifier. They're done by some schmo who figured it out and said, hey, this was a pain in the butt. I'm going to save you guys some time.
Yeah, but
I think it's an ongoing insight.
so sometimes we have to even take a step farther back and wonder if the people who make them even know how to put them together. Remember, in many cases, they just ripped the designs off from somebody else and started making them.
Especially in the Chinese cases.
Over in
Well,
I don't
Malaysia.
know why.
Photodiox stuff is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
they've got
definitely.
they've got some good products. Photodiox has got some good products. They really do. I've
Not
had
a fan of their speed light ring.
I've been very pleased with their lighting. Now Eric bought a couple of octoboxes from them, and he said they fell apart in a year. But I have a feeling Eric puts them through a little bit more paces than I do.
Eric's a machine.
So this is Mike Moore.
Hey, Don.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good. Adorable shot. Is this your daughter?
Yes, it is.
Very nice. What a cutie.
Thanks.
So what's the now do you have a strobe back there on the wall?
Yeah, I put a little DIY snoot around my flash
Okay.
at about 1/32 power, just off to the right of the camera behind her.
Doesn't take much, does it?
No, I didn't. This
And
is
how
the
did-
first picture I've used to, I used my my classic vintage Minolta 4 flash meter, or light meter.
Oh, and how did that work for you?
It takes about 2/3 less time to get it right.
Sure does.
Yeah, it's great.
It sure does. And you start to do it, and after a while you'll start to be, it's second nature to you to do it with the meter. And then after that you pull the meter out fewer times because you've learned from doing it what you need. And that's when you stop. I think there's a point when we stop worrying about the lighting because we know we can get it. The lighting isn't the challenge anymore. The challenge is something else, the next level of the photograph. So I'm happy. Would you get it on eBay?
Yes,
Excellent. That's so cool.
it is.
So what's this your the future is your young lady's going to run for Senate or something?
No, it's just I'm so sick of our politics here, and I just want them to remember, you know, do the right thing for the people. So this is kind of I printed this off the internet, the We the People.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on white paper, but I just in Lightroom I took a brush and warmed up the temperature.
Okay. Very cool.
And yeah, just
how did you get
that
that
her for about
expression
30.
on her? That expression's perfect.
That's an expression. That is one of "Are we done yet?" Can we go to the park now?
Whatever works.
Yeah.
You know, but that's exactly. You said the message you were trying to give. That's exactly the message I got as soon as I saw this. Was
Thank
like,
you.
quit playing around. All of you, I don't care who you are, a politician, you're wasting everyone's time.
Yeah.
And she's like,
yeah, great.
Look, read, please, again.
Yeah, it's the expression. You know, Mike, this shot, wonderful shot. It's a keeper. It's a portfolio shot. This shot is half you and half your daughter. This expression is priceless. Congratulations to her. I hope you took her to the park.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I also got to try out my new. I got a bunch of new toys for Christmas, so I got to use my new C-stand and boom.
Oh.
So this was a big 60-inch Westcott convertible umbrella, and hung that right above my head behind the camera.
There you go.
So, fun stuff.
Yeah. I love the 60-inch umbrellas because they present that beautiful light right here. Now you've got that light probably, I'm going to say 6 or 7 feet from her.
About 5 feet. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you know what? It might have been 6 feet, 3 feet from there.
Because that specular in the eye, I'm really used to 60-inch umbrellas, so I can tell from the speculars that you got to be back about 6 feet. Wait till you bring that thing in till it's about 4 feet from her, and it's between you and her. At that point, the light starts to wrap because it's a parabolic shaped umbrella. It's not a true parabolic, but parabolic shape. The light from the umbrella will wrap all the way around her face here because the light is so big. That umbrella is so big in relationship to her face that if you stood behind her and you brought your face up about 10 inches behind her head, you would still see umbrella in front of her on both sides. And if you can see it from 10 inches back behind her head, you know the sides of her face are going to see it. So as you move it back, this is one of the things you do with a big umbrella. As you move it back, you still get this incredible, beautiful presentation right on the face, right on the mantle, I suppose, of the face, the flat part of it. You get that. The farther away you bring it, the more you get the shaded sides. See this?
Yeah.
And that's one of the ways you control the big umbrella. You split the difference and get it in 3.5 feet, 4 feet from her, so it's right there. All of this goes away, and it wraps all the way around her. So,
cool.
Have fun with that. And there's nothing better than playing with one of those on top of a C-stand. That's the real feeling of photography there.
It is.
McGunn.
We be here.
So what's going on, guys?
It's all good.
How's your Udemy course coming?
Trickling.
Say it again.
It's kind It's trickling. It's just.
Are you
uh,
in the marketplace yet?
Yeah, we are. We
Okay.
are.
All right.
They've upgraded us to the marketplace back in November, I guess.
Okay. One of the things you have to understand and you have to go for is you got to market that thing just like you were selling a product. I would even go
Right.
so far, Mac, as to say build a little website, a little one-page WordPress site just for that class, because you know you're going to have another one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So just get it up there and market it just like it's a product. You've created a product. Now you've got to market it. Do not sit back and let them do all the marketing, because they won't.
Well, we have been getting a few students from their marketing
Oh,
because
yeah.
of all of those campaigns that they've been putting, like the 70% off, like the 50% off.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
Those are
so we
great.
have, yeah, we have some students coming in from there.
But
we've
when
also
they do it
created,
at 70% off, we don't make very much money.
yeah,
And
2.5 bucks.
yeah, and your goal is to get it out there so people come on to it. Maybe give a 15% discount or something coupon that you create. But this is an opportunity. Udemy is an opportunity for all of you, by the way, to create a product and then work your marketing skills around that product. And to see, because if you actively market it outside of Udemy, you will get some sales. And of course, if you get the sale, you get a bigger commission.
Yeah,
So
we do. We created a small video over Christmas to try and promote it with just another little segment, just like we do in the course. And we put that up on YouTube to try and drag a few more people into it. But I don't think that actually did a lot. I don't think.
it takes a while. Do a webinar. You know, you can get you can go to GoToWebinar where I'm using here. You get 30 days free.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So you could do a GoToWebinar, announce it, and do a live shoot. Take questions and then help sell the product you're doing, and of course record it. And
yeah,
you know. So tell us about this shot.
That's definitely not it. This shot. Well, it represents the new year, represents hope. Our lucky kitten is in there, which is a present we got from a very dear friend who's in Australia now. And it means a lot to us. And so we just try to go for the light and airy stuff that we never do. We always go for the dark textured stuff. This time we went the opposite way.
Is this steam or is this powder?
That's steam.
Steam, okay.
Yeah.
What is in this bowl over here?
Salt.
Ah, because I was looking at a bowl of white powder and I thought, well, maybe you found another way to make some money.
No.
Yeah, well, probably not.
Yeah,
I was going to say, and it's probably not a good plan either, Max. So back away.
No.
Okay, you've got salt over here, and what's in this bowl?
That's a bit of lemongrass, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We tried to go for the whole spa idea of steam and wellness, well-being.
And this is a lit shot, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Impressive. Now,
it is.
What camera are you using?
That was shot with a D7000.
Okay. Is it me? Oh, you know what? I'll grab my little ruler up here. I'm thinking, yeah. So I was thinking this is tilting down a little bit. See that?
It's the balls themselves. They're slightly they're wooden balls. So
oh, okay. All right.
They're not perfect.
Okay. Makes sense.
But yeah, it does feel like it's a bit
yeah, because
wonky.
everything else on here is just tack. It's just tack. So I was thinking maybe it was the lens pulling it down or something. So no problem.
No, it's just the balls themselves.
So you've got at least two lights going here. You've got to have something up front here for your fill.
Yeah, we do. There's a there's an octabox above the whole shot, gridded octabox, pretty much horizontal above it. 2 stops under the key light. It's at F4, I guess, and the key light, which is coming from behind, is at F8.
Okay. Yeah.
From behind the shutters, as you can see from all of the shadows.
Yes. And that light back there, it's not modified, right?
No, it's a bare speed light, just streaming through the blinds.
Yeah. Very cool. Nicely done.
We've just put a diagram up on Flickr. We can find the link for people if you want it.
Did you find the link?
Anna is giving it to me just now.
Okay.
Just a second. Should be with you now.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, good. Thanks for that. That's great.
Well, you're welcome.
Good product shot there, Mac Philippe.
Thank you.
I could see this being used
How did
for
you get
everything
Steam?
from editorial to product for, you know, soaps and spas and everything else. And again, as we get into the spring, I'm going to hopefully see you really pushing towards some of the hotels. This kind of shot that'll sell them.
Are you just gathering a little bit of an edge of that box over the edge of the shutters? So that's coming back to fill in the front side?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm looking at your lighting diagram here.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, you know, you've got the light coming through the shutters.
Yeah.
But it looks like from this diagram there's only one light.
Yeah.
No, this is there's a softbox hanging there.
Right. With
That's
directly, just from this diagram, it looks like the light going into the softbox.
Oh no, it's just it's a depth thing that you can't see, but the softbox is pretty much above the whole table, and
okay.
it's aligned with the shutters, and that speed light is coming from the back, from behind the shutters into the scene.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. You've got just a softbox vertically above everything.
Yeah, it's tabletop.
And then the
literally.
speed light's providing the light for the shutter to shine through.
Yeah.
And the steam?
Yeah,
The steam. Okay, that's a steam machine, one of those little steamers, being fired from across, right in front between the camera and the set. Obviously, it's being fired from the left into a pot on the right, which is then spreading it and sending it back into the scene.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Could you just repeat that again?
Yes, if you give me just a second, I think Anna's just told me that we have a behind the scenes for that one too. So if you just give me a second. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Dom, do you mind putting that one up?
Got it. The Instagram one?
Yes, please.
I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Yeah, cool.
It's just a steam.
That's neat how you did that, because you created a very natural look to the steam. Because instead of shooting it across the set, it looks like it's wafting from from the hot areas there.
It's the pan basically. It's just a cooking pan. It's a 10-inch diameter metal pan or something. So we just have it vertically on one side, and we shoot the steam into it. So since it's curved, it just blows the steam back into the scene, but instead of a jet, it brings it as a volume of steam.
You've
So
you've
that's what
diffused.
makes it
You've used a diffuser on the steam.
exactly. We bounced it back.
Yep. Bounced steam effect. Very nice.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And Adi is here.
Yes,
How'd it
boss.
go, Adi, for your shoot?
Oh, it was a meeting, boss. ASMP.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Wow, there's a lot of guys
thanks.
in AS. There's a lot of photographers in ASMP, and you're in the ASMP New York, right?
Yes, there
Yeah.
are two of your students
Two.
in on the board of ASMP in New York. So.
Two. You're saying two of my minions. I mean students. That's right, folks.
I
I'm
would
taking
love
over New
not-
York, one ASMP member at a time. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm happy for you and Jan up there. Fun shot, Adi. This is what we talked about today. This is kind of the portraiture that you want to do more of.
Yes, boss.
Is this a composite, or is the light hidden back behind this?
No, it's a single shot. I see some vertical lines in this shot, which I think are artifacts of some kind of compression. When they started out when the photograph started out on my end, it did not have that dark vertical line sort of coming from my nose going down. Do you see it?
No.
Oh,
Does
so then
anyone
it's an
else see it?
artifact.
I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see it.
You got a
Okay, so
dark.
that's just some kind
Yeah,
of
I can
compression
see it too.
artifact. So the way this is done is there is a light to the left of the book, maybe 4 feet away, pointing at the wall with the green gel, and then there is a light. There's a light on a stand behind the book that I didn't want to actually hold the speed light and keep wearing that, so
Sure.
I put a stand, and so I would then sort of envelope the stand with the book and let it fire into the book, and that's lighting my face. But I was losing the dollar, so I fired another light on the wall. It was an on-camera flash, and I did not have another trigger, so I turned it around, fired it back to the wall at very, once I don't know what the power was, but very low, just to bring the ambient up, and that brought out the dollar. I coaxed the dollar in post more.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the green cast that you see on the dollar is natural, in the sense it seems as if it's been sort of helped, but it was already there. And then overall green saturation I pushed up a little bit, so maybe that has bled onto the dollar.
Okay.
But that green was there on the dollar already.
I was going to ask you if you had actually cut a hole in this cardboard here and backlit the dollar.
It does look like that.
It
but,
does,
but no.
but then
Yeah.
then I thought to myself, if we backlit the dollar, we would pick up all the printing on the other side,
Yes.
which we don't see here.
Yes.
Very cool.
Thank you, boss.
Nicely done. This is Adi, we'll share a little bit about our discussion today, if you don't mind.
No, not at all, boss.
Adi is working with a couple of companies that right now see him as their go-to guy for events and like corporate portraiture. And what our big move for Adi is going to be is to try to get them to think of Adi for the more creative things that they do. Sometimes when we're starting out, and this happens to all photographers, but it very, very often happens to us when we're first starting out. We get those initial jobs where we're going in and doing some, simple headshots and those kinds of things, and we get pigeonholed. We get, oh yeah, that's Adi does those shots. Adi does those shots. We got a cool shot coming up for the head of the cover of the brochure. Well, we'll call Bill because he does those shots. And what we've got to do is change their thinking from, Adi only does this to Adi does that other stuff as well. It's not an impossible task, but it's a task that, just like I was just telling Mac about selling his product like it's a product. That's what we're going to have to do with Audie is work a way through this healthcare company to get him in front of the designers who already know him as the event guy, to use him for this kind of work. And the only way to do that, or one of the only ways to do it, the only way that I know to do it right, is to create lots of work and get it in front of him. So we're gonna go on a blitz campaign to get his more creative portraiture in front of him. And Audie, you asked me about doing real simple, like what we called corporate headshots for your book. And what did I tell you?
that you know, 1 or 2 would be fine, but carry on with your typical whatever, you know, the what I was calling the slide drama shot, and you were saying just keep doing that. Don't try and guess what the client wants.
Yeah.
So
one of the things that happens is we get into this mode and we think, you know what, my clients are hiring me to do these, you know, gray backgrounds with a little spray, 1 light, 2 fill cards, corporate shots. So I better put a bunch of those in my book. No, you don't, because those shots, you only need 1, 2, 4 would be plenty. 5 is even getting into overkill. Because if you can do a shot like this, in most art directors' mind, you won't have any problem at all doing the other stuff. So we will show creative work like this, but we'll get hired to do. They'll go, oh, that's really awesome. I love what you do with all these lights and colors and everything. Okay, now this shot, we want it to look just like this other shot that somebody shot for us 3 years ago, you know, on a white background and, you know, just flat light. Okay, that's what we'll do, because that's what we do. We're hired guns. We're photographers for hire. So we will do what they want. We got to show them the creative. Also, keep in mind that most people, especially when you're dealing with small mom and pops and small corporations and companies, what is it they say when you show them a really cool picture? You show a guy, you're at a party, and there's a guy there. He's a CEO of a company, and you're standing over the barbecue, and you whip out your iPhone, and what's the first thing he says? Wow, you must have a great camera. And that's something we have to remember. In their world, showing them a picture like this, you've got a great camera. Okay, whatever sells them the job works for me. I'm happy. Yeah, I got a great camera, because no other camera could do this shot. That's why you need to hire me. I don't really care what they think. An art director from a magazine or an ad agency, yes, they're gonna see the artistry and know the work that went into it. But 95 out of 100 people are going to think, wow, he's really good with a camera. They're going to look at this shot and go, wow, hey, you know, I've got a restaurant. We've got some new food shots coming up. They're not going to say, well, can you shoot food? They're going to go, you've got a great camera. Wow, you're a great photographer. Obviously, you can shoot food and still life and product and fashion and everything, because you're a great photographer in their minds. So that's something to keep in mind, that not everybody we're selling to is visually as literate as we think they are. So,
yes, boss.
Cool. All right.
So I have one question, boss.
Yeah.
In this image, the back of my head, that from the back into the neck into the head, does that look too smooth and sort of because
no,
I sort of cleaned that up, because I had a bunch of hair at the back which was sort of spoiling the curve. It was taking my eye there, so I just cleaned it up. Does it look artificial to you?
This is where you have that little ponytail coming out back here, right?
Yes, like the mullet, right?
As long as the ponytail comes out and curves down, it's when it curves up like a little Springer Spaniel. That's not good, Addie. That's just not
yeah, I
know. No, I don't think it looks bad. In fact, I think this whole you've smoothed the entire length of it.
No, I just did the back.
I know,
the
but
top. I didn't.
But because you just did, but it matches what I'm saying. The
Yes,
entire photograph matches. I think it's fine.
Thank you.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. No, wait. I take it back. I see the edge of your turtleneck, so that's all still there. So
Yep.
that's all I was going to say.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. All right. Fantastic, folks. Fantastic. Great show. Great images. Thank you so much. What a everybody's fallen into a rhythm now, a good rhythm, and I'm
Hi,
really
Don.
Yes.
Hi. I submitted a photo, but I'm not seeing it.
Where did you put it, Alicia?
Well, I put it on the Flickr page, and a little while ago, I think I got it onto this thing.
Oh,
I'm not so
nope.
sure.
No, we'll go
Yeah.
over to the Flickr page because it's not. I have to actually manually put them up here.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Let's go over to the Flickr page. I hate this.
Now we get to see Don's password.
Close your eyes, everybody.
There we go. Thank you, Flickr. Me. Groups list. And isn't it interesting? This is only on this Mac. On my other Mac, I go to Flickr, it goes right to my account. On this Mac, it makes me sign in. Figure that out. It's just bizarre.
It's a Mac. Steve said no.
By the way, I don't brag enough about this, but because I'm not here very much, but this is a fine looking set of pictures, isn't it? We've got some great photographers on Lighting
Yeah.
Essential. We really do. Just
Like that watch by Puffer.
It's just really fun. And of course, we've got this guy here who does this picture right here, who's one of my favorite photographers. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Nice light. Okay. By the way, I think he's got 435 likes on that shot. I don't know why. Maybe it's the background. All right. Discussions. Let's see. We've got it in Hopeful New Year. And Dave Price. Yeah, this is off topic here, but this is one of the things I told David Saturday. I thought he had a good idea, but we didn't need to see that much of it, and he cropped in, and that's David, that works very well. His other photograph, there's Paula's and the backyard. Oh, you really did construct this underneath. Nicely done, Paula. Good. And Audie, our Bob Nils 2 shots, and there's Alicia. Okay. All right. So between a healthy lifestyle and a not so healthy lifestyle, celery or a cigarette?
Yep.
Is this a
And skin tones to match.
Is this a yeah? Look at this. You made her healthy over here, and you made her. Is this a friend of yours? Because she's not gonna be your friend anymore. I think.
She's a photographer, so she'll
okay.
sympathize.
I was gonna say she's gonna take a look at this picture and stalk you for the rest of your life. Very cool, very nice idea. I like the shot. Now, how did you light this, Alicia? Is this a one light from the right?
Yeah, it's one light on the right, a silver reflector on the left, and a card just below her to kind of fill in some shadows on the hand.
Keeping the hand,
yeah,
keeping the hands open.
Yeah.
How did you do the texture on her face?
But in the first instance, I did a lot of sharpening on one side, on the left side. And then my son, who is a graphic artist, he came in and helped me add wrinkles. So he would copy wrinkles and do his magic on that end. Yeah.
Very good.
So
very good.
You
I like
really
this.
did.
I like this this shot,
Sure.
Alicia. And again, your model here is really doing a great job. You've got a nice rapport with her. I like what you did with the hair too. Got a little color here, and then sort of taking some of the color out of
Yeah,
the hair.
yeah, we graded the left side a little. Yeah,
Kind of frizzy ends here, and pretty over here. Very nice.
yeah.
What a clever
But does this
idea.
meet the brief? That's my concern.
Yes, absolutely. And and by the way, I need to introduce you to the group. Alicia is joining in. She's in the new group, but I let her come on into this one as well. She and one other person who I've also invited in were the only people left on the public um, group for almost five or 6 weeks, and Alicia was there every time. And I said, "Come on over and join us." So Alicia is from Trinidad, where they're actually not experiencing any snow this year. It's just bizarre, just crazy down there.
Yeah, only this year. Next year, we don't know what will happen.
Yeah. Did you guys have a toboggan team?
No, that was
No,
Jamaica.
that's Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobsled.
Yeah.
Bobsled. That's what it was.
Yeah.
God, they were my heroes. I always was like, go! They were like coming in 20 minutes after everybody. But still, what the hell? They got to go to the Olympics. They got a ring and a jacket and the whole bit. What a great life.
And a movie.
That's right, on a movie. Thank you, Alicia. Yeah, next time when you upload it, just upload it about a day before. I try not to upload that because I have to actually go into the folder, grab them, and move them physically into this page.
Right.
So
Okay, got it.
I try to do that.
Actually,
about
I only
an
finished
hour.
that a little while ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it was.
finished it like.
Yeah, it was less than an hour before the show. So
Yeah.
I'd already grabbed them. All right, cool. All right, very good. Any other questions? Really proud of this group. Russell.
Sorry, I accidentally hit the button.
I want pictures from you. Peter,
You're getting them next week.
pictures.
But
Paul, pictures. Who else? All right, come on, you guys. I know all of you guys are talented photographers. Let's make a renewed effort this year to really get some shots done. Okay.
I don't know what I was thinking when I thought, oh, the holidays are coming. I will do some great stuff. And then I've got both sides of my family coming in at different times, so we're going to have 2 Christmases and a New Year and twins, and I'm an idiot.
Well, Russell, obviously you didn't do what I did. I made a list of things I was going to get done over the holidays. Making a list is the very first thing you do when you're organized, Russell, and I made my list. I didn't really get into anything on the list, but that's not what's important. What's important is actually making the list so that you can look at it every day and go, I didn't get that done. I didn't get that done. I didn't even start that one. So
the same list.
that's the most important.
Don, I did that.
And that becomes your New Year resolution then.
So
I'm looking at mine. Nothing's crossed off.
who's coming out to the meetup?
I am.
Paula, you're coming out, and you're just here for the weekend, right?
Yeah, I'm actually coming into town a couple days early. So.
Right.
Chihuly
Russell, you
calls
said
me.
you were gonna try to get out here. You gonna be able to get out?
Was that to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working on. I'm running
Okay.
numbers now, and if anybody wants to room share for at least the traveling part, because I figure we got a room with 2 beds. We're probably going to be in the lobby or someone else's room editing pictures till we collapse.
All you need is a place to sleep. I'm looking at these hotels. The pricing for the hotels is very reasonable. As a matter of fact, it's like $50 a room in Springdale. That's a room that's normally $290 in the summer. The most expensive hotel room is the one in Page, and I think it's $70 a night for 2 beds. So we remember, other than Phoenix proper, it's off season. There ain't nobody where we're going.
Yeah, it's just the plane tickets gave me a bit of sticker shock.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could rent a motorcycle though. Yeah, it'd take you a couple days, Russell. But
Long way from Robin Phoenix.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get everybody out here someday. I'd love to have Alicia and Adi and Anna and Mac Philippe and everybody from all over the place come out and hang out. We've got Tomas and Anders are coming from Sweden, and they're going to come for the entire week and go and hang with us up in Springdale and Zion and Bryce and Slot Canyons and the whole bit. Trying to talk Brett Doss into coming out here, but something about his day job. We keep hearing about the day job. And he's Brett.
Yeah,
Brett, you've been working at Boeing long enough. Don't you own a place by now?
Not exactly.
Oh, okay.
He owns a few planes.
Yeah, just that's really all you need, Brett's one plane, man.
Well, it's like lenses.
Hey.
You gotta have as
Well, if
many.
he has a plane, that means he doesn't have airline tickets.
No. No.
No, I'm ducking. If you can see me, I'm ducking.
All right. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. Thanks, everybody, for coming along. Had a great show. I loved it. We'll talk to you next time, all right? And good night.
Thank you, boss. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Good night.